So let us continue with command execution on damn vulnerable web application. In the last lecture, we saw how to exploit the command execution on low-level security, but not every application has deployed that level of security. Generally, the applications are top secured or slightly mediumly secured level. So, in this lecture, we will see how to exploit the command execution vulnerability on damn vulnerable web application, but with a medium security level. So, there are two things. Start your Kali Linux machine, log in, and then also start your damn vulnerable web application. So, let us get started. So now you can see that I have logged in into my Kali account. You have to go to applications and then go to Firefox. Therein in the URL you have to type the IP address of your machine. In my case the IP address is 10.2.1.6 and you can see I have logged in into my DVWA with the default username and password. In this lecture we are going to exploit the command injection at a medium security. So set the security level to medium and then go to command execution. Let us see if it is working. So just type ping and the IP address. Yes, so just submit. And yes, it is working. Now let us try to exploit this vulnerability with the method that we had seen in the previous lecture. Let us see if that works. We didn't get the ls, we didn't execute the ls command, so which means that this application is secure. So now what to do, how to execute the command and how to exploit this vulnerability? Well, there is one way in which you can exploit this vulnerability. So just head on to terminal and there I will show you how you can exploit the vulnerability. Just type ls and you can see these are the applications after typing the ls command. Now you want to go to cd, so just type ls and space high type bar, so this is the bar, and then type cd desktop. Before hitting enter, now let us guess the result. I think it will first again show the application. It will first execute the ls command and then after it will go to desktop. Let us see what we get. Hit enter. Oh my god, we didn't get anything before ls. Now let us see type ls. So let us check where we are. Hit pwd and then hit enter. So we are again in the home, that is Kali, which means that the ls command didn't get executed, right? So whatever comes after the bar, we can execute that command, right? Now ls got executed. So what if we apply this same trick in that input field? Let us check. So type the IP address, just type the IP address. So just type the IP address here, space bar, and then type the command pwd. Let us see if this works. Voila, we have successfully exploited this vulnerability and you can see that the first command, which was before the bar, did not get executed here. Let us try another command, ls. Again it got executed. So this was one trick of exploiting command line injection, command execution. Now again there are many websites which asks for input, but they are more secured. Now touch is a command which we have seen in our Kali Linux command tutorial, which is used to create a file. So let us see if this gets executed, and right now we didn't get an input, so just enter and let's see ls command to check the inputs and we should see our text file created. There we go. We have abc.txt. So the conclusion of this lecture is whatever you type after the bar command gets executed and the command that is before the bar gets hidden. But why like this? Now when you enter that command, that is the IP address space bar and space then a Linux command, what does the input validation does? It sees the IP address, it sees space, and that's it. It thinks that there might be nothing after that space. So it validates and sends a request to server. Now there is again a problem of server side validation here. Server isn't validating whether there is any other input present after the IP address. This is a fault of server side validation as well as client side validation. So this is how we exploited the command execution vulnerability at a medium level security. So you have to follow these principles or these rules when you're trying to check the command execution vulnerability while you are pen testing any application. Now again, these commands or these tricks won't work every time. You have to research on your own to find more advanced commands on how to hide commands or how to execute different commands. It is your job to find everything and read more about Kali Linux advanced commands. I will see you in the next lecture.